believe we are done fiberglassing and epoxying. We've spent some time bringing these edges together. There's multiple layers of fiberglass and a mountain of epoxy in each of these seams. It's still pretty ugly, but I believe it's all pretty sealed. You can see lots of air bubbles in the epoxy layer. A lot of people get worried about that, but just want y'all to know, air bubbles float. We're just increasing our buoyancy. So don't worry about that. We're gonna come back around with the angle grinder and trim off all the stuff we don't want to keep. And then I'm gonna take the sander here and we're going to sand the whole thing down and try to get a nice semi-planar finish. And once we do that, we're gonna come back with the, I got some of that fiber reinforced Bondo. We're gonna put a skim coat of Bondo on it, sand it down. I don't really need it for strength or uniformity, really. It's just to get a cohesive finish and texture so that when we put the truck bed coating on, it looks semi, uniform, I guess. So maybe, yeah, I guess I do want it to be uniform. Lots and lots of epoxy. I'm so tired of epoxy. Luckily, I think we're done with it. Give you another angle. I was really worried about these compound contours, but it turned out okay. Combination of 7-ounce weave, some silicone, and some epoxy. And we've actually, it's hard to tell, we actually got a nice smooth contour there. It's gonna look good, I think, ish. All right, it's pretty windy, so bear with me a little bit here. I may have to voice over this if it's too bad. Went ahead and sanded the boat. So the last thing we did was lay the epoxy on, fiberglass, graft these pieces together. And I've just been sanding like crazy. And all that sanding brought up a lot of irregularities. The air bubbles we sanded out, left some dips, and we had some high spots. So we got some of the fiber reinforced body filler. Another thing I've never done before, so everything's an experiment out here. And we started to feather out all the inconsistencies. We had some holes to fill, had to patch up, smooth out a lot of the repair work we did on the corner there where I accidentally drilled the screws through the bottom, and over there where I put the saw blade through the bottom. And the old ladder was there, so we filled that in and just starting to taper everything together, feather it all. And it's actually, it looks like hell, I know, all the colors and stuff, but it's getting close. So once this dries, I'm gonna sand that down one more time, and if I think that we're close enough, the next step will be the truck bed liner, and I'll go into a little more detail on that. I haven't been showing you guys most of this stuff because it's pretty slow, monotonous, irritating work. But this stuff's okay. It sets up pretty fast when it's warm, so had to move quick. Today's kind of a big day. It's a real kind of pivotal turning point in the progress of this project. I've spent countless hours getting to this point. I didn't think that the bodywork on this boat was going to be as demanding as it has been, and I should have known better, but I didn't. And so I'm really ready to get on to the next step. Here's where we're at. The fiberglass work is done. I used a fiber reinforced body filler. that was kind of a nightmare. I thought it was going to be real easy to get smooth and look good, but it really wasn't and hasn't been. I could probably spend another 15 hours just trying to get this transition perfect, but I'm not gonna do that because it's the bottom of the boat. It's just a custom fun little project. We don't even know if the motor runs yet. I'm not gonna spend any more time on this. We gotta keep moving. So the next thing, Herculiner roll-on bed liner. This stuff is actually really well reviewed. I think it'll be good. Not 100% sure. I don't know how well it sticks to fiberglass or Bondo or epoxy. So I've really spent a lot of time trying to get it ready to go. Now, even though I've spent a lot of time on it, like I said, it's still not perfect. There's lots of imperfections, but I think that's one of the reasons the Herculiner will be a good application for this. I'm hoping it kind of fills in some of those voids. I know some things it might highlight versus cover up, and that's okay. I'm gonna put it on pretty thick. I've got 2 boxes of this, so 2 gallons plus another quart. Now, one of these kits is supposed to do 2 coats on a 6-foot bed. This is a 16-foot boat. So I got 2 gallons and a quart. That should get close to doing 2 coats on the whole thing. Here on the back, where there's hoses and nibby knobs and motor mount or jet pump mount things, I'm gonna tape all this off, kind of pressure wash it real good, and then I'm going to use a spray for this. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on this. This is going to be a little bit of a process in and of itself. I'm going to do a separate video on this, and if you want to watch that, I don't know if it'll be out before or after what you're seeing, so you might just have to be patient, I guess. All right, we're going to wash it down real good, acetone, tape off the chromies, tape off what we got left of the jet assembly, and we're just gonna start slathering it on. So we're getting this churched up as well. It was all nasty and scummy and scaly, so we buffed her out a bit. We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna hit this with some paint. We've got the intake grate and the other tunnel and stuff all painted and cleaned up. These are kind of filthy, but not a big deal. So as soon as it dries up a little bit, we'll hit that with a shot of paint. We'll reassemble the jet end, and then we're gonna flip it over. We've got to just touch up this bottom section here with a little bit of fiberglass. Then we'll be able to water test. We've also got the wheel bearings, hubs, everything replaced with brand new parts, new tires, new paint. We're not going to spend any more money on this trailer yet until we know the boat floats and works, the motor works. But we did need to be able to move it safely. We'll take it to the pond here in hopefully 1 to 2 weeks. All right, we are down in the dungeon putting lipstick on turds here. We got her halfway clean. Got some of the scale and dirt knocked off, degreased it. Now we're just churching it up a bit. The light makes that look like a weird goldish green. It's more of a traditional gold. Okay, the boat hull is cured. All the jet pump parts are somewhat cleaned, painted, and ready for reassembly. So we're gonna slap this stuff back together, flip her over, finish this last little section, and then we'll finally be ready for the water test. Well, I got some mismatched gold spray paint, I guess, and a couple spots to touch up, and I forgot to paint that. So I'll do that once it's on the trailer, since it's in the center. Should be able to touch that up, and I'm gonna have to go around and touch up a lot of spots, so I'll do that by the brush. Christy old skid plate going on. Okay, How do you want to go about this, Hen?
I guess back that way.
So we'll do it kind of like we did last time. We'll pick it up and get it on its edge, and then we'll come around the front and back
Bring
side
it over.
and then let it down.
Okay.
You want to check for snakes first, or just go for it?
Let's go for it.
All right. Oh my
Oh
God.
my God. What happened?
Why is it so heavy?
It wasn't that heavy earlier.
How many families of snakes do you think are in there? And why do they weigh so much? Oh my God.
Gradually work.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, no.
Nope.
We're
we got it.
picking up the back instead of picking up the side. Maybe.
Okay, go there and let me go here.
All right, take a break.
Yeah. Ready? Go.
Yep. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're okay now.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, now how much further we got to go?
2 feet.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we're here.
Whew, that was harder than I expected. These wires. Got me. Stay. All right, we are finishing up the bed liner material on the back here now that we've got it flipped over and prepped and cleaned. It's got the first skim coat on it. While that's drying in between layers, we are getting the internals lined out and ready, kind of getting everything mocked up for our first test fire. We're going to be reutilizing the stock gauge cluster thing. We're going to take the fuel tank that's now cleaned-ish, and we're just going to set it right here for testing. We got a battery on the trickle charger that we'll set directly adjacent to it for testing, or we might be able to put it back there, I guess. Basically, we're just going to mock everything up for the first time we push the button, and we'll see what it does. So that'll be tomorrow after the bed liner dries and we get this thing floating in the water. Okay, so 3 months into the project, we have not put power to anything yet. So we've got the battery hooked up for the first time, and we are going to plug the gauge in. Okay, don't know why I expected anything to happen there. There's our start button. We'll put the handlebars there. Brown and red, brown and red. Okay. Quick update. We couldn't figure out how to start it. Nothing would happen with this. So we took the little brain box apart and found a bad solder joint at this fusible connection here. I don't know what that does, and a bad positive lead in the battery. But inside this box is the starter solenoid. And when I bang on it with this 3/8 extension, we got a little movement out of here. Henry crapped his pants a little bit. It was loud.
It was loud.
So we're gonna try it again. This is the second technical or attempted start. Might as well give her some juice. Here we go. Lots of sparks.
Oh my goodness.
It started.
It started. Damn. It's been worth every penny, every hour now.
Hell yeah. Can you believe
Did
that?
you see that here? That was ready to go.
I don't even have the choke
I
hooked
know
up.
it.
There's no fuel tank or throttle. Just a little squirt of starting fluid.
And baby popped on.
And I welded this to that for a second.
Oh,
Well,
good deal.
I got nervous because I was wondering how the hell are we going to kill it?
I know.
'Cause-
Yeah, how do we kill it?
Well, it's a good thing we don't have the fuel tank hooked up. Okay, so that's good. Now, we'll water test it. We'll go dump it in the pond because we're officially ready. While it's in the pond, we'll do that again. And I'll just keep,
Deep.
well, then I can't control the throttle. What if I just drive this
Take
thing
off.
up onto the bank? Huh.
Oh my goodness, that is so neat.
Our stuff usually doesn't start that quick.
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was going to take a little bit like a lawnmower. Just that thing just,
She fired right off.
she fired off like she was brand new. Like it's never been.
It's basically brand new. Look
Yeah.
at it.
I mean, look at all that crap.
Okay, I'll hold it if you want to push the button.
This one?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah. So. But it's kicking on.
Yeah. So this was the problem. Well, I'll be. And you can tell the previous owner had monkeyed with this because he damn near stripped all the screws going into this box.
Oh my goodness, we're ready to roll.
But the detectives here found the problem. Sweet.
That is sweet, man.
All right, we're gonna clean up and then hit the pond. Hang on tight, Slapper.
Straight in, straight in.
Why am I the victim? Seriously, why?
We had a minor miscalculation. We floating yet? Guys, we got to be really careful.
Pull it apart, pull it apart.
There's crocs in these waters. Get it? Just let it hang here.
Yeah, just
Okay.
push it off.
We're probably gonna have to come back some more.
Already back
The,
it up.
the pond's not quite as high as it was last week.
No, okay. More?
Why'd you stop?
Keep going.
It's less in the water now than it was.
Keep going. Keep going.
Just keep going. That ram will get out of there.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Keep coming. Keep coming.
Keep going, he said. Keep going, he said. I know.
Yeah, it's probably gonna take long.
Keep coming.
Keep going, he said. Keep going, he says. Keep going.
Can I like touch from here? The truck looks like it's
The truck feels like it's floating. Hey, raise the suspension to max ride height. There it goes. We're getting some clearance.
There you go. You got it.
All the way up.
All the way up.
Oh, that bought us another 3 feet.
Where's gonna be stuck?
Where am I gonna be stuck?
How do you know?
Because I'm the driver.
What if the shark comes and bites the wheel and can't get out?
All right. I think we got some of the boat floated.
What if this thing floods?
There you go. Now you're on.
So you want me to-
Now it's floating.
What I need you to do. What do I need you to do?
Me or him?
Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay,
Okay.
these are your handlebars.
What is this?
Hold it like you're riding a bike. You got that?
Am I supposed to? I'm not gonna
Now.
steer this thing?
No. Invisible steering linkage.
I mean,
Drive by wire maybe.
Bluetooth?
We're not
thing?
there yet. No. So this is a start button. It won't start unless you pull this button with one hand and then push start.
I have to pull it and start it.
Yeah,
at the
so you have to use both hands with it. The first beer on the bass boat and the books.
How far do I have to pull this thing?
Pretty far. Are you ready? You recording?
Will
Ben.
will it be out?
Oh my god, my butt is burning. Oh my god.
You have to keep holding it out. When you let go, it'll die, which is fine. If it doesn't, you might have to immediately hit stop so we don't go ramping out of the pond.
What is stop the red button down here?
Yes.
Do I just have to tap it?
Okay, give it a test tap. Now.
Oh my goodness. Great.
Oh. Once it starts, you can let go of the green button.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't look like it's in the best condition.
What?
Oh, I thought it was. Is it smoking or is that the spray thing?
Okay, now hit it.
Yeah, is that smoking or is that you?
That's me.
It really doesn't look like you.
It is. No.
Push your mouth.
No, that's fine.
You're fine?
Yeah, this way we don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Oh my god, my butt hurts so bad.
Stand up.
Thank you.
see it.
Getting in, Henry?
No.
You looking for any water? There ain't any.
I'm looking for water. That's what I'm looking
Oh, there is water. Actually, that might have been here already. Oh, that might be coming out of the motor.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
We'll see if you can see where it's coming from.
Down there somewhere.
for. That thing have a reverse? No, it doesn't.
We're gonna have to have a paddle.
I think it's smoking from out of this thing right there.
That's a motor mount that can't smoke.
Okay, never mind then.
All right, so that we know it runs. Now we just need to make sure it doesn't leak.
Right, that's the main thing.
Oh, there's also water here. Oh, I think it's leaking right there.
Coming through that
You see that right there?
little drain plug.
Oh, it is coming through the drain plug. That's okay. That's an easy fit. It's actually coming through both drain plugs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's probably coming through both of them.
That's okay. You want to push this back out? Let us float a little bit.
Yeah, it's coming out through both.
Can I see that real quick, my boy?
Yeah.
There you go.
We got some drain plug leakage, but who doesn't, you know? Am I right?
No.
Wait, no, it's not coming from the drain plug. It's your drain plug.
Oh, it's not? Oh, that's not a good sign.
Wait, I need my saw.
You're about to get them.
You're good now. You're good now. Right straight.
Look at that flex.
What?
See that truck flex?
No.
Mm.
Keep going.
Now she's hopping it. That concludes part whatever of this series. The boat floated, motor starts. We got a leak. Just one though. See ya.